What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know this doesn't work. So thank you for all of you being here. Mike McCarthy in a press conference this morning was talking about the health of our wide receivers. Ceedee Lamb was working out yesterday on the bands after hurting his ankles, and appears to be okay as far as being ready to play on Sunday. And Amari Cooper, whose hamstring got tight before he ended up getting that touchdown catch, looks to be okay as well. Right now, the two players on offense we have to worry about are Tyron Smith, looks to be out, and we'll be having now offensive lineman extraordinaire, Terrence Steele, taking over for Tyron Smith, which is kind of crazy when you start thinking about it, because of how people were feeling some kind of way when it came to Terrence Steele. They were like, nah, man, this guy, he's just bad. And see, this is where football is so crazy. It doesn't matter what you think. It really doesn't. It doesn't matter that the preseason polls thought that the 49ers were going to be a great team, or that Kansas City was the #1 ranked team. The reality is, it doesn't matter what you've done in the past. Everything is subject to change in the NFL. Everything. Every year, you have to go ahead and play. And it's amazing how quickly things can change. Right now, I'm curious. I'm sitting by. Well, you're probably wondering, why are you doing all these ones with red? It kind of looks pink when it's wet, but this is actually red. See here? Looks totally different, doesn't it? That's when it dries. I'm doing something special this week because it's Salute to Service. It's throwback to the bicentennial helmets. It's the red, white, and blue stripe on the Cowboys helmet. So I'm working on I'm going to do 2 special shot glass racks. We'll do as giveaways, and I'm doing a special Salute to Service, a one of a kind one too. So I'm gonna see, I've already got it painted white on 2 sides, so I'll make blue and red with a gray base. Oh, this is gonna be pretty. I like being creative, and I'm trying to come up with some different ideas I'm gonna put in the very near future, because there's a problem with Christmas because of all the container ships that are having issues getting stuff off of them and stuff, that they say things are going to run out in the stores. I'm going to do a special Christmas sale on my Joe Boo stuff, so that way, if you got a Cowboy fan, even if you're not a Cowboy fan, we can do other teams. If you got a sports fan that wants something unique and you want to make sure it gets in there by Christmas, and that it's American made, not stuck on a ship, this will be the place, because you can see, look, over here, all the Joe Bardys that I'm working on. So that's why I'm out here, even though it's cold. I got my heater on. Got the heater. Give him the heater. Hang on for a second. Got to change brushes. So I feel like Santa Claus in his workshop here, coming up with different ideas for you guys. It's amazing how we have so many players that in the beginning of the season, you guys were like, who? Yeah, who? J-Ron Curse. Probably right now you're like, who? So many guys have become staples on our defense that you don't know. There's so many guys that are rotating in and out. A lot of times we don't know who's played until we look at the stats after the games. And see, this is where the Dallas Cowboys are using different combinations and different players and keeping them fresh. So the difference being is guys aren't playing 50, 60 plays per se. They might be playing 20 or 30. And when they get out there, they want to show what they got. And they're going against guys that have been playing twice as many plays. This is why in the fourth quarter, the Cowboys are kind of taking away and playing so well. Interesting statistics. This is an interesting one to me because it's one of those ones that it dictated. It's the reason why the number is what it is because of the circumstances of what the offense is doing. The offense can sometimes dictate how the statistics will go. So if you look at the Cowboys, some people would say, well, the Cowboys' pass defense is terrible. They're giving up more yards than such and such and such and such, okay? Well, yeah, because when the Cowboys' offense is blowing you out, when the Cowboys' offense is up and we're now in garbage time, the other team has become one-dimensional. If you're down by 20 points, you're not running the football. Hence, your run defense will look really good. Your pass defense, not so much. Because teams are passing. So I just saw the statistic on a Bleacher Report that the Cowboys are one of the highest teams using nickel coverage. Nickel coverage meaning that you have a fifth defensive back out there, in which case you're trying to stop the pass. Well, yeah. You're not going to put 8 men in the box if a team is one-dimensional in passing. You're going to have more defensive backs because a team is trying to catch up. And that's one of those statistics that are the way they are because of the circumstances of what the offense does. Our defense is playing really good. And the amazing thing is, like I was just saying, my original premise was how many guys that are playing that you don't know, that you hadn't heard of. Who? It's all because they're doing this rotation, and Dan Quinn is able to take the guys and say, I need this guy because he does a certain thing that I need in this situation. I got this guy because he does a certain thing in this situation. The reality will be is you won't see a whole lot of Pro Bowlers, and this is something I alluded to before, especially on offense. You won't necessarily see a lot of Pro Bowlers on the defense because you don't have guys. I mean, we know that Micah Parsons will be. We know that Diggs will be. In fact, you may have the rookie defensive player of the year and the defensive player of the year. But other than that, on the defense, because they're rotating so many different guys, that nobody is having outstanding numbers other than those two. But collectively, the defense is great as a whole. So this is the blessing and the curse of being on part of the Dallas Cowboys this year. Same thing will go true for wide receivers. Amari Cooper's having a great year. Ceedee Lamb's having a great year. But are they going to be the top number getters in the NFL? Statistically, probably they won't, because the offense, is it a running attack? Is it a passing attack? Because everybody is getting, and you may actually have 5 guys that go over 1,000 yards, something that's never happened before. But you'll look at Zeke's numbers and say, well, although Derrick Henry's gone, you look at Zeke's numbers and say, well, he's not the rushing champ. You look at Tony Pollard's and say, he's not the rushing champ. But both of them can be over 1,000 yards, which is crazy. And maybe neither of them are Pro Bowlers. Yeah. So anyway, I got to go run to the stove because I got to get some more wood. You can never have enough wood. You can never have enough wood, and I got to get ready, and I need some more paint. for the laces too. So I'm gonna get out of here and do that and be back, because then I got a meeting this afternoon with Philly D and his people, because we're working on the membership stuff that's gonna be special for you guys. All right, see you in a bit. Peace.